Geno. How about this? This is a story of the year for me. Geno Smith has came to the Seattle Seahawks, and this man looks phenomenal. What's up, YouTube? It's All Pro Sports Talk, the home of sports talk. Hit the subscribe button if you're new. Also the like button. Geno Smith, 9 touchdowns, 2 interceptions right now through 5 weeks of football, and he's been playing amazing football. Everybody's sitting up here to say he's playing better than Russ. That's been the main sticking point because Seattle Seahawks fans just want to stick to Russell Wilson. But you got to give the man more respect than that. He's playing better than a lot of quarterbacks starting in the league right now. Geno Smith is reading the defenses, and you got to give Pete Carroll, the offensive coordinator, a lot of credit for this team. They are highlighting Geno Smith's strengths as a whole. They're letting him push the ball down the field, and they're letting him cook. They're letting Geno Smith cook. They're working off the run game. And the reason that this team is staying in a lot of games is mostly because of Geno Smith. Shane Waldron, the offensive coordinator for this team, has an amazing system dialed up with DK Metcalf, Tyler Lockett, and Rashad Penny. Now, Rashad Penny did get hurt in the last game that they played against New Orleans Saints, but Kenneth Walker comes in. He looks really good. The whole offense as a whole looks phenomenal around Geno Smith, and a lot of people are saying that it looks better this year with Geno Smith than it did last year with Russell Wilson, and through 5 games it has. Geno Smith is taking what the defense gives him. He has that huge arm, and the thing gives Geno Smith is a great story. He got drafted in the 2nd round by the New York Jets. He had a situation with a broken jaw by the teammate, and he never got a fair chance opportunity. He signed with the Seattle Seahawks in 2019, has been a backup to Russell Wilson. Then they went and made the trade for Russell Wilson, and he was in a quarterback battle with Drew Lock, and he blew that battle out the water. And we can definitely tell right now this is Geno Smith's team. Geno Smith is the reason this team has won the games that they've won. Their defense has let them down, and you go back to week 1, he was making a lot of pivotal plays in the first half. He did tail off in the second half against the Denver Broncos, but since then, and since the San Francisco 49ers game, he's been lights out. He's been phenomenal. Yes, he has some mistakes here and there, like how he had against the Atlanta Falcons, but you can't sit here and tell me that Geno Smith is holding his team back. And I do think that Geno Smith is their quarterback moving forward for years. This team obviously needs to go and get better defensive players. I know that some people may be saying, well, if we have the opportunity to draft CJ Stroud or Bryce Young, if Geno Smith keeps playing like this, it's going to be hard to say that he isn't going to be the franchise quarterback for this team. Now, some people may be saying I'm overreacting, but I honestly do believe that this team can make something out of nothing with Geno Smith. Geno Smith has exceeded everybody's expectations. And I made a video saying that they're the ultimate rebuilding team, that Geno Smith was going to look nice. I thought Geno Smith was going to come in, look like Teddy Bridgewater. He looks better than Jimmy Garoppolo right now. That you can't argue, and you can say it's because of the wide receivers that he has, but Russell Wilson had these wide receivers last year too, and when he came back from the hand injury, he didn't look this good. I know that people may be saying they don't have all the film on Geno Smith just yet because only 5 weeks into this system, but he's went against 2 legit defenses in the San Francisco 49ers and in the New Orleans Saints, and he looked really good. So you can't sit here and tell me that it's just because of the system that he's in. And it has been certain times, in fact, in games to where they haven't been able to run the football effectively enough, and Geno Smith just takes over. So I'm looking at this team. I'm looking at Geno Smith, 3 touchdowns, 0 interceptions against New Orleans Saints. Yes, against the Detroit Lions, the worst defense in the league. He carved them up like a pumpkin. But then you look at what he did against the Atlanta Falcons, a pretty solid defense, middle of the pack. 2 touchdowns, 1 interception, 325 yards, managed the game very well. Then you go back against the Denver Broncos defense, and we see how good their defense is. Their defense is tough. 195 passing yards, 2 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. And what makes him the perfect quarterback for this team, him and Pete Carroll will forever get along for the simple fact that Geno Smith will work perfectly in a system that allows the running backs to shine, and he'll take what the defense gives him. It's a switch with Geno Smith. He can go from being excellent game manager to a guy that you can put the ball in his hands, not going to put the ball in harm's way. When you look at the throws that Geno Smith makes, he's not making turnover-worthy throws. That's what everyone wants to talk about. He doesn't have those mental lapses like Jimmy Garoppolo so far. He takes what defense gives him. It was a situation in the Denver Broncos game. He saw no one was open. Russell Wilson would try to scramble around and still make a play. Geno Smith saw nothing was there. He threw the football away so they could take the field goal, so they could get something out of nothing. He's very smart, and he's very intelligent when it comes to knowing the downs in the situation and situational football. And that's what I love about Geno Smith as well. You look at him in the Atlanta Falcons game, it was a situation late in the third quarter. He throws the ball just for 5 to 6 yards to Tyler Lockett. But the thing is, he did that and did not stretch the ball down the field so the team could get in field goal range and take some points. That is what Geno Smith does. He's a very smart, capable quarterback. I think he's their franchise quarterback moving forward until further notice. Now, is it a chance they could fall off a cliff? Maybe, but I don't think so. I think this is Geno Smith's team. I'm a huge Geno Smith fan, so you guys know I'm rocking with him. But this has been one of the best feel-good stories in all the NFL. I know people say the Jimmy Garoppolo story with him coming back, with them trying to ship him out. But this story right here is unprecedented. No one saw this coming. No one saw Geno Smith being this good. And the Seattle Seahawks could be in a situation to where they could be 3-2 or have a better record if the defense was better. They have one of the worst defenses in the league, so their defense was able to get more stops. Geno Smith and Seattle Seahawks will have a better record. They've already upset the Denver Broncos, and they hung in there tight with the New Orleans Saints. If they were able to stop Taysom Hill, they could have won that game. So how do you feel about Geno Smith and Seattle Seahawks moving forward? I think they have one of the best offenses in the NFL, and Geno Smith isn't taking dumb sacks like Russell Wilson. Not to beat up on Russell Wilson. He gets the ball out quick. He pushes the pocket forward. When he steps into the pocket, he gets himself out of sacks. So it's a lot of athleticism there. Has a good arm, very intelligent quarterback. I think he's their quarterback moving forward because this team has 4 first-round picks for the next 2 years. So you have to get the defense right, and you have to hit on those picks. And this team desperately needs defense with guys like Tariq Woolen showing up and showing out and getting better each week. He's not going to be enough. So they have to get their defense right, and I do think that Geno Smith can be a great placeholder until then if they want to move him to a different quarterback. But right now, it's going to be very hard to move on from Geno Smith. So let me know in the comment section how you feel about Geno Smith, how you feel about the Seattle Seahawks. Is he their franchise quarterback moving forward? I believe he is. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. If you like the video, hit the like button. Most importantly, when each and every last one of you guys stay safe, stay positive. Thanks for watching my video, guys. Peace.